Hi, this is Troy Scoughton with PRC Productions, also known as Pork Rind Cinema. This week we're going to talk a little bit about our dolly jib that we just recently built, or I should say rebuilt. Originally, the shot that we had in mind was for a perspective of our ghost, which is just around 7.5 feet off the ground, following a victim for a film we're going to shoot. Anyway, when we first set that up, and you can see in this diagram now what that setup looked like, everything worked great, and I worked out all the details on exactly how, so that we would be able to show the perspective of the ghost as he chased down one of his victims, or in this case, one of her victims. It worked pretty good, but the actor had to step in between the connecting tracks of the dolly track as they went out, and it made for a very unnatural motion. So what I wanted to do was just put the dolly on that same track off to the side a little bit. Seemed like an easy enough thing to do. Unfortunately, the jib that we had, like most inexpensive jibs, it was a rickety, cheap piece of junk and just not up to the task. So we decided to redesign it. And one of the guys here, Kirk and I, and Robert Dean worked on it too. We spent a little bit of time, about a week, going through replacing all the bearings, and in fact ended up replacing the entire main structure because it just wasn't sufficient. We replaced the aluminum device with one made out of steel, and ended up with something a lot more solid.
That's 5. That's so 5.5.
So one thing that we always strive to accomplish here at PRC Productions is to continuously raise the bar. And that often means that we want to move the camera around. It's really, really boring to see these static shots that just never move around, you know? You get these guys that are on a tripod and you get this tiny little bit of pan and tilt, and that's it. But we don't like that. We want to see things move around. I mean, especially if it's some attractive young actress, you don't want to take your eyes off her. Now, me, maybe not so much, but for that beautiful young actress, you want to be able to see her all the time. So what we're trying to do is to be able to accomplish that and be able to continue to make our shots interesting. And that's what this device is all about, is doing that. So it was originally built for one particular requirement, which was to get the, the POV of the ghost in a movie we're going to shoot. But we hope to use this for lots of other stuff as well. So now you get to see a couple shots from this. And I hope you can appreciate how well it works. All right, so thank you very much. Press like, press subscribe, do it now, and we'll see you next week.